What's up YouTube? It's your favorite Inland Empire Southern California realtor, Ray Gonzales. And today we're gonna be taking a look at Parkview by KB Homes in the city of Fontana. Now the community Parkview has two different collections that we'll see in this video. The Arbor is the first one, and then the Canopy is the second one. And we've got backyards, we've got lofts, and some floor plans have 5 bedrooms. So again, if you're looking to make a purchase in the Inland Empire, you're gonna wanna check out this video. All right, you guys, so here we are. This is the community Parkview. You can see we're gonna be right against the foothills here in South Fontana. Over those hills, over there is like Jurupa Valley, starting to get into Rubidoux and Riverside. But there are 2 collections here. These 3 are gonna be the Arbor at Parkview. And then over there, right there, is gonna be the other collection that we'll see after these 3. Arbor here at Parkview is gonna have 110 detached townhomes. So there's no common walls, but they're all detached. And then right here, you're gonna be right next to this shopping center right here. This shopping center right here is gonna feature a McDonald's, Waba Grill, Gardenas. I actually just had Gardenas tacos before this, so I can tell you that they're good. One thing that's often overlooked whenever you're purchasing a home is the clearance in your garage. So I'm noticing that these have some pretty good clearance. So if you have a lifted truck, or maybe you have whatever, you just have a taller vehicle, maybe you need more clearance, I think these will get it done. But let's measure the garage door height. 8 feet, we'll call it 7'10". 7 feet 10 inches. 7 feet 10 inches. So if you're someone that has a lifted truck or whatever, you just need certain garage clearance and you need to know how much that is, 7 feet 10 inches, and you'll be able to put in whatever you want in this garage. So the first plan is 1,600 square feet. When you come in, you're gonna have your coat closet here off to the side, simple. And then you're gonna have your stairs and then your living space. Living space, nice and open. Sometimes that is a concern when you get into the smaller square footages, under 2,000. You worry about the size that you actually have in the home, but you're gonna see that this is not lacking. This model's fit with a center island, seated with 3 bar stool chairs, and everything's central to this. So you got your dining nook, your open kitchen, and then your sitting space. So this is really ideal, you guys. And then over here off the kitchen, you have your garage access, but they're currently using it as the sales office. Off the kitchen and living space, you're gonna have your downstairs powder room, pedestal sink, toilet, very standard operating procedure here. Alrighty friends, so now we're gonna see the ceiling height. You know, it's a common theme in these new construction home tours that we have higher ceilings. So let's just make sure, let's verify that KB is doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're kind of at 8 feet 11 and a half, but it's 9 feet, we'll give it to them. So yeah, you guys, if this is your first time watching this video, I've said it many times before that in the new construction homes, what you can expect definitely is the higher ceilings, making everything feel a little bigger, like you have a little bit more space. Definitely allows for more natural light, and it's just a good little, small little tweak that new construction homes have that maybe in the resale market and homes built in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s and before, maybe they don't have. Maybe they have 8-foot ceilings. So in the room that you're looking at right now, in the room that you're sitting in, standing in, whatever, right now, look at the ceilings. Do you think to yourself, is that 8 feet or is that 9 feet? It's a cool little exercise there. One thing about these models, you guys, that is not all that common is that you do get a little bit of a backyard space. So you're gonna know that if you've watched any of my videos before, a lot of times in these townhouses, these condo types, you get absolutely no yard. Maybe you get like a step out patio and then some side yard. But here you actually got a little bit of space. It's not giant by any means, but as it relates to townhomes in the new construction era, this is a great size. Good opportunity here to mention the fact that backyards do not come finished. A lot of times you might get like a little concrete pad right out the sliding door, but everything else as far as landscaping, gravel, mulch, Every other hardscape item you get, whether it be your patio or however big you want, is gonna be something that you have to do yourself. Excellent start to the floor model. Let's check out upstairs. Coming up off the stairs, we're greeted with right and left. That's the primary. We'll save that for last. It looks great. But let's come down here, down this hallway. At the end of the hallway, you're gonna have your laundry room. So your laundry room, good size, obviously enough for your units here. You even have a window in your laundry room. This is where your internet will go when you move in. If you are a regular watcher or viewer of the channel, you'll remember me saying that many times. And then down the hall here, you have bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 1, they have staged as a nursery. So that obviously shows that, hey, if you have a newborn, you can buy this house. Out the window, you're gonna see a good view of the boys pouring some footings, pouring some foundation. You guys, this is how new we are in the build. The first move-ins will be in October of 2026. So we're gonna see the boys there working hard. Adjacent to bedroom number 1, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. And it is gonna be another spacious room. Again, you guys, I've said it before in prior videos. If you haven't seen anything before, if this is your first time watching, one thing you're gonna get in the new construction homes that you don't always get in the houses that were built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, or before, whatever, is the size. So a lot of times they're 10 by 10 squares, right? This one's a good size. It's not 10 by 10, it's bigger than that. It's not giant, but it's definitely enough to have a full-size bed like you see here. And then you have your end tables, nightstands, what have you. And then you have your dresser and you still got space to walk. You know, it's not crammed at all. And then of course you got your wall closet. Adjacent to your upstairs bedrooms, you have your hallway bathroom. So fit perfectly with a stand-up vinyl tub shower combo, toilet, and then vanity. You would love to see the dual sink vanity. Come on, KB, hook me up with 2 sinks. All good though. And then down the hall from that, we're gonna have extra linen storage. It's always good to have. And then we have the main event for this floor plan. Excellent bedroom. You guys, I just got done telling you guys, in a new construction home, you know, expect to have bigger bedrooms. This is a giant bedroom. I would bet, now I'm not gonna actually put down a money wager here, but that this room is bigger than some of the rooms that you would see in a 3,000 square foot house in the resale market. So that's one thing about the new construction homes, is that these bedrooms are just massive. I just mentioned this being a bigger bedroom. This bedroom is 17 feet 1 inch by 13 feet 16 inches. So I assume that it's gonna be big enough to fit all your furniture and all your other stuff. So a great opportunity here to get a giant bedroom in the 500s, you guys, that's crazy. Looking out the window here, you're gonna get another good depiction of the boys working here. This is gonna be a gated community, you guys. So you guys see that gentleman right there setting the cinder block. That is where the gates will be into the community. And then up there as well is the canopy collection. We're currently at the Arbor collection. This is all part of Parkview. I've said it a million times, no great primary bedroom is complete without a great primary bath. Great bathroom here, dual sink vanity. You got your private toilet quarters. This is the norm now, where you just have the privacy here entirely. You got your stand-up shower, awesome. You got extra linen storage in here as well. And then you got your walk-in closet. You guys, they put in the ottoman in here. I don't know if that's the highest and best use for this ottoman, but you guys, great space. Very impressive start here at Arbor at Parkview in the city of Fontana. This is South Fontana, but great community down here as well. Pretty close to Canyon Crest Elementary, and great spot, you guys, for the mid 500s. All right, moving right along here. It's a beautiful day, you guys. Beautiful Monday, and beautiful day out here to do some property tours for YouTube, for my friends on YouTube. This property is gonna be just under 1,900 square feet, this next one. When we walk into the second model here at Arbor at Parkview, we have an interesting layout here. I don't think we've seen this before in a property that's this size, but right on here, we're gonna have our garage access that's locked. Oftentimes I'll keep it locked. And then we got the stairs off to the left, but before we get into that, we're gonna get into the living space. Again, you guys, great open concept living here, and it kind of wraps around the entryway. Something, again, we haven't seen before on the channel, I don't believe, of all the tours that we've done, but it leaves for an interesting layout as far as you have a good sized little dining nook here. Like, this is a good sized table. You probably could go slightly bigger. I don't know if they have the highest and best uses here staged. And then let's move on into the living space. In the living space here, you have two giant coffee tables put together to form one union of a large coffee table. And they have two, I don't know if these are love seats or futons. Comment down below. I think this one's a love seat and this one's a futon. Comment down below if you know anything about furniture. And then that flows effortlessly into our amazing kitchen with the quartz counters. Again, you got another great size island here to entertain, host family events, holidays, or just a simple Tuesday night where you want a nice kitchen. You get to have this every night. Right here next to the fridge, you're gonna have your pantry area. So this is where you're gonna keep, you know, your bread and your pastas. One thing too, you guys, I mentioned this in the Taylor Morrison video we did in the city of Glendora a couple weeks ago. You're gonna notice that this is electric, it's not gas. So in 2026, California law, everything's moving towards electric, you guys. So gone are the days of gas ranges, gas stove tops. You know, I'm sure that's gonna have people feeling some type of way, but I will tell you guys, I used to have an electric cooktop, and whenever you're making tortillas, it's not as great because you don't get the char that flames would, but this is a lot easier to clean, you guys, and it is sleeker. Makes your countertop look a little sleeker. Gas or electric or not, this is still a great layout. This is a good opportunity for you guys, especially in the price points that KB has put these in. It's really family friendly, you guys. So if you're someone looking in Fontana, then you guys gotta come check these out. We have our powder room here. Again, pretty similar, pedestal sink, all this and that, pretty standard. Now let's go check out what we've got upstairs. Coming up off the stairs, we have our first loft of the day. Now, this isn't really the loft that we're used to seeing, right? To where it can be its own bedroom. This is pretty much just an opening here. You see how there's only one wall? Well, two walls if you count the exterior. But still a good sized loft, you guys. You could put a couch. They have it facing towards the stairs. I don't know, the highest and best use of this would probably be a couch like along this side maybe. So that you could have a TV here or maybe on that wall, who knows? Don't know, that's for you guys to decide as the new buyers. But you guys, again, in new construction homes, if you've watched any of my other videos before, a lot of them have lofts. That's what everyone's doing. And then you even have your own little upstairs linen closet, so that's always useful. Some new construction communities don't put a lot of value in storage, so the fact that they have linen closets, multiple linen closets in these builds is pretty helpful. And then off the loft, you're gonna have your simple, quaint laundry room, which is good. We don't need it to be any bigger than this, you guys. So again, I was mentioning this is the city of Fontana off Harupa Avenue. We're south of Kaiser High School. This is a up and coming spot, I must say. Off the laundry room, we have bedroom number 1. Great bedroom. You guys remember, everything's staged in the models. So you're not gonna get the window coverings. So they have the little window coverings there, and you're not gonna get like the exact paint schemes. It might be similar to like this, but more often than not, it's probably just gonna be a simple matte eggshell, and then you'll have to paint yourself. But the models are giving a good depiction of kind of where we're at. We're right next to a park, you guys. So they have basketball, looks like they got tennis over there. I believe that elementary school right next to this baseball field is Canyon Crest Elementary. So great neighborhood, great spot. And again, you guys, in the 500s, Fontana, that's where it's at. Walking back into the loft here, we're gonna have our upstairs bathroom, and then instantly you're gonna see that we have 2 sinks. That's good work there by KB. Upstairs bathroom here, you're gonna have your standard tub shower combination. Good size here. This actually feels a little wider than the typical stand-up showers, but you guys, toilet, and then dual sink vanity, absolute necessity. Adjacent to the upstairs bathroom, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2, you guys, is gonna be staged with the most unique bed I think I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen like a hen house staged bed, but here we have it. You're gonna have your wall closet, pretty standard, good sized bedroom here. And then adjacent to that, and then also off the loft, we're gonna have our primary bedroom. Great bedroom on display here, you guys. Off to the right here, you're gonna have your walk-in closet, pretty standard. Goes a little deeper than the last model that we saw. And again, great opportunity. You're gonna be able to fit all your stuff, no doubt. But the thing that's a showstopper here is this giant bathroom. Stand-up shower, love that. And then we got our dual sink vanity, great space here. And then you've got your linen closet that's a little deeper than the last ones that we've seen. So that could provide more utility. And then of course, your toilet, you know what that looks like. And then you guys have another linen closet. So storage for days, you guys. Remember I just said in the new construction homes, sometimes it's a little bit of a dice game on how much storage you're gonna get. But between this closet, and then that closet over there, off the loft, you have so much storage up here. And then of course you have your walk-in closet anyway. So great opportunity, guys. The new construction homes in the city of Fontana. If you're looking to buy in the Inland Empire and you need 3 bedrooms, plus this is a bonus space, you guys. This doesn't even count as your 3rd bedroom at all. And you need to spend under $600. These need to be on your list. If at any moment you guys are watching this video and you're like, man, I need to see those homes, call me, text me, DM me, get a hold of me, however way you see fit. And I'd love to show you these. Awesome showing so far, you guys. Really impressed. And not only that, just the price point. You know, the common narrative is that, you know, California's getting too expensive. And I mean, that's true to a large majority, and that's true in general, but you know, houses like this, plans like this, builders like these, giving you guys opportunities here. You gotta come check them out. All right, so this is the last model they have here at Arbor at Parkview, and this is an interesting entrance, you guys. You have a pretty wide hallway here, entrance hallway, and then you're gonna have your garage, and then you're gonna have your powder room. Again, powder room's the same thing that we've seen all day. Pedestal sink, toilet behind the door. I'm not even gonna move the door. That's how much we don't need to see a toilet. But then down the hall, we have the rest of our living space. Check this out. Great living space, you guys. You're gonna notice in these floor plans that because of everything's open, you don't have a necessarily like an actual dedicated living room. Everything kind of flows together, and that kind of gives you space to do whatever you want. If you were capped off here with a wall, you'd be very limited to what furniture you get. So this kind of makes it a little easier to cram everything in if you have bigger furniture or if you want bigger furniture. Over here, we're gonna have our dining room table area. So this is gonna be set for 5. Good option here. And then again, you guys, these kitchens do not lack. You're gonna have the stone counters, and then you're gonna have a very functional center island as well. You guys, these KB models for the price point, awesome. You guys, these are gonna start with a 5 in front of them. And then plus the incentives that you may be eligible for makes it even more affordable. And it's just a good opportunity if you guys need something here in the Inland Empire. Again, call me, text me. These are gonna be ones to come check out. And it's early, you guys. First move-ins won't be until September, October, more likely. So let's come check these out. Then you guys are gonna have your pantry, obviously. And then remember, you guys, I just mentioned something about storage. You have a downstairs coat closet as well. So that's very nice. Great living area. This is approximately 2,000 square feet on the nose in this model. So let's go check to see what they got upstairs. When you come up off the stairs here, this model, and it's gonna have a good depiction of what we have here at the park. Again, that's the shopping center where they got McDonald's, Cardenas, Whopper Grill, all that kind of stuff. But in the house, we have standard laundry, very nice, staged with a sink. So this laundry room is gonna be slightly bigger. Down the hall, off the laundry room, we're gonna be introduced to bedroom number 1. Decent sized room here. This is definitely gonna be of the smaller. Off bedroom number 1, we have an interesting little closet area here. They staged it for some kind of nook, but this is definitely a closet. This can definitely be used as a closet. I wouldn't put any kind of shelving in here unless it was for storage, I don't know. But then you have bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2 is definitely gonna be a little bit bigger than the first bedroom that we just saw. It's even gonna have a walk-in closet, you guys. So this is the first standard bedroom that we've seen here at this build that has its own walk-in closet. So that's nice. Maybe, again, I've suggested it in prior videos, give it to the kid with the better grades or who eats the most vegetables. Adjacent to bedroom number 2, we've got bedroom number 3. Bedroom number 3, right off the rip, does feel a little bigger than bedrooms number 1, and maybe a little bigger than bedroom number 2, maybe a little wider. And we got our standard wall closet. So very useful here. This is what we all grew up with, so we're all used to that, but great bedroom here. Now you got this little cove here with all the bedrooms, and it's complete with our upstairs bathroom. So that's really nice. Standard bathroom here. You're gonna have your tub shower combination, toilet, 2 sinks. Awesome. This is exactly what we expect to see in an upstairs bathroom in a new construction home. So KB's done really good with this stuff. But again, you guys, I want to point out, you're going to see the tile here. This is all staged. You're more than likely just going to get LVP vinyl when you move in. So just be on the lookout for that. If you come early enough though, you can pick out your fixtures. If you come in early enough in the process, you can pick out certain fixtures around the house. But obviously if you come in late, then a lot of the houses are already going to be built. So you're just going to have to buy what has been built. Approaching now the awesome primary bedroom. Great size bedroom here, you guys. You guys are going to see that this is a California King. That's going to be pretty standard in a lot of the staging in these new construction communities. And then you guys, great space on either side. It's pretty common that these walls or that these rooms are about 15 feet, maybe even 16 feet wide. We just saw one earlier in the video that was 17 feet. So you guys, just the space that comes with these communities is something that we're not used to in the resale market. But if you buy a new construction home, you can pretty much guarantee that you'll get it. The thing that's crazy about this primary suite is the bathroom. Extremely functional bathroom, you guys. You got the split sinks in your vanity. You have all kinds of storage, soft close hinges, love that. Stand-up shower, tub, walk-in closet, you guys. Great size walk-in as well. Definitely so usable, you guys. We love in the new construction homes is that there's not a lot of fluff space. There's not a lot of space that's like, oh, that could have been better used somewhere else. Everything is important, right? So in the size of the bedrooms, especially the primaries, and then also in the bathrooms, downstairs, you save a lot of space by everything being so open. Very impressed here what KB is doing here in the city of Fontana, here at the Parkview community. Remember, these first models were the Arbor collection. So now we're gonna shoot across the street here and we're gonna go check out the canopy. Alrighty, friends, we are on the opposite side of the community now. To give you a depiction, that shopping center right here is still the Cardenas shopping center, and that park right there is still the park that we saw before. And those were the models that we just saw. Let's see if I can zoom in. Those are the models that we just saw right there. So we're not far, we're just across the park. This is our canopy collection. So let's check out to see what's in store here. Let's find out what the difference is. So apart from the obvious that these canopy are gonna be a little bigger, They're also going to be detached as well. So the first model that we're going to see is just under 1,800 square feet. Let's check it out. Great entrance here. We're met off to the side here instantly with our powder room. Again, you guys, this is a standard powder room we actually saw in the previous collection. And then we got our storage underneath the stairs, uses a coat closet, very nice. And then down the hall, we've got our living space. Now, this is strikingly similar to what we just saw at the Arbor, but I can tell you, being in it, it's a little bigger. You're gonna see that the space between the island and the counters off against the wall in the kitchen are wider apart. So the kitchen feels bigger, without a doubt. And you have your center island there with the breakfast bar, 3 stools there, and then you got an outdoor area. One thing I will say and point out is that so far in this first model here, not much of a yard. This is typically right here what we're expected to seeing in a new construction community. But at Arbor, at the other community, at the other collection of this community, we had bigger backyards. So that is one thing to see if this is a common theme. But you guys, great space here, great opening. And you guys, again, these start in the mid 500s. So this is very similar pricing to what we just saw. Beautiful living space, wide open. Now, let's go check out upstairs. When we walk up the stairs here, we see that we have this little storage nook here. But then we also see that we have this nice loft. It's similar to the last loft we saw in the last model there at Arbor, in the Arbor collection, how it's just kind of open space rather than its own room. But again, very functional. You guys can do a lot of stuff in here. Kids playroom, whatever, study room, snooze room, whatever. Off the loft, you're gonna have your laundry, standard laundry. There's 6 total floor plans in this video. I don't need to show you every laundry room. I doubt you want to see that anyways. Off the laundry, you got bedroom number 1 in this floor plan. And bedroom number 1 is going to be standard size, full size bed. You got spaces to walk on either side with your wall closet. Next to bedroom number 1, we're going to get an A+ rating here to KB for putting another dual sink vanity in their upstairs bathroom. And then again, you got your standard tub shower combination. So thank you, KB, for doing what everybody wants and giving 2 sinks in a bathroom. There's great space here. They've used this floor plan very well. Next to the upstairs bathroom, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. Definitely gonna be the biggest of the standard bedrooms. You're gonna have another wall closet there, standard. But this room definitely does feel wider for sure. You're gonna see how much space is between the closet and the nightstand there. Adjacent to bedroom number 2, we're gonna go down this hall a little bit. We have its own entryway and we'll see the primary bedroom. Great primary bedroom here. And I know it's just staged, but this is a really nice mirror, man. I feel like everyone needs a mirror like this in their room. Great bedroom layout, without a doubt. And then you're gonna have your walk-in closet, pretty similar, pretty standard to what we've seen in about 1,800 square feet. This is what we've grown to expect. And then straight on here, you're gonna have your primary bathroom. So again, you guys, primary bathroom, gonna come fit with a stand-up shower, tub, and then your dual sink vanity over here. So great opportunity, great bathroom here, private toilet quarters, obviously typical. And great bathroom, you guys. Remember, everything in here is staged, so you'll have to paint how you see fit in here. But great bathroom and then great bedroom combination. All this together is pretty long, I would have to say. This is definitely longer situated than the other bedrooms that we've seen so far in this video, but great layout. Next, we have the second model of the Canopy collection here at Parkview in the city of Fontana. This one's gonna be a little bit bigger, almost 2,100 square feet. So let's go check that one out. Our next model is gonna be about 300 square feet bigger, clocking in at 2,056 square feet approximately. And you guys are gonna see here that it's next to these little foothills here, these rock foothills. So if you're from the area, you know these foothills right here in South Fontana. On the opposite side is a golf course that I've played before, and it is brutal. Oak Quarry, I believe is the name. And yeah, if you guys golf and you like a challenge, there is a golf course over those hills. Now let's check out the second model of this collection. Doing a voiceover for this one because there's a family in here touring the home at the same time that I walked in. But you're gonna walk right into the living space. No kind of like hallway or tunnel into the home. Over here, you got a good size dining room table, and then that's gonna spill into your backyard. Remember I said the difference between these two collections is likely the backyard? Well, we were right. That's definitely one of them. These backyards are a little smaller, definitely still bigger than what you'd get in a townhome. But great kitchen, center island, everything is nice and open, and it flows pretty well for the square footage, for the size, and really impressed with this layout. And over to the side, to the right side when you walk in, you have your downstairs powder room. It's situated a little differently, and obviously pedestal sink, toilet there. And then right next to that, you have your storage, a little coat closet here. So very good downstairs. Let's check out upstairs. Making our way upstairs now, we have an awesome loft, you guys. So loft again, you know, we haven't seen this in the other plans in this video. It's kind of closed off, so you kind of feel like you have your own little cozy little room here. So you could put up a wall and make it a bedroom if you wanted to or needed to, but I don't think you'll need to do that. Off the loft, we're gonna make our way down the hallway here. You're gonna see our laundry room's a little bigger than before. KB, come on now, don't be wasting square footage in the laundry room. Although I guess if this doubles as the dog's room, then it's not wasting square footage. Adjacent to the laundry room or the dog room, however you see it, is bedroom number 1. Good sized bedroom here. We dig that. Down the hall here, we're gonna have our upstairs bathroom. Single sink, and then we have our tub shower over there. Next to the upstairs bathroom, you're gonna have your upstairs linen closet. Again, you guys, very useful to have storage in your new construction home. You'd be surprised how much it lacks. And then we're gonna be introduced to our second bedroom. This is bedroom number 2. This room is gonna have a walk-in closet. However, this is just barely deeper than a standard closet. It's not wide at all. So it looks like a walk-in closet just because it's deeper, but honestly, it's probably smaller than a standard wall closet just because it's not very wide, but still can work. Great opportunity here we've seen with the 2 upstairs bedrooms. Now we're gonna roll on across the hall, past the loft, into our primary suite. Incredible size primary suite here, you guys. Look at, this is a California King, and you're gonna see how much space there is to walk around. This is a giant runway right here. You could drive a car through here, it's so big. And I don't know how you get a car up the stairs, but you guys, great size in these primary bedrooms. The next model we're gonna see is over 2,300 square feet, so I can only imagine how big that one's gonna be. And then, of course, you guys, an incredible primary bathroom. So dual sink vanities here as well. And that's always nice for a couple using and sharing this bathroom. And then you got a nice sized shower. It's not your standard stand-up shower, it's a little bigger than that. And then you're gonna have a spacious walk-in closet. This is the biggest walk-in closet that we've seen so far in this community, in either collection. So you can use that at your fancy, obviously. And one thing I just noticed, I'm not sure if it's gonna be for all the models or all the floor plans, but you're gonna see here there's mesh over the rain gutters. So that's nice. Hopefully that can block off leaves, make it easier to clean. Although it doesn't rain a lot here, let's call it what it is. This is still Southern California, but hey, still nice. So great opportunity here, you guys. And then also, I kind of like the, what would you call this? Like an olive color, maybe like a light olive, maybe. That's a good little inspiration there. Take inspiration of how you might want to decorate your or design your new construction home. But you guys, it really is crazy that you can buy something in the 500s in the Inland Empire. We're starting to leak into the 6s, but with incentives, they're currently offering $15,000 towards closing costs, and you can use that however you like. The fact that you can potentially get this giant bedroom with an awesome bathroom with a loft, very nice. Yeah, you guys are gonna see here that there are no buildings, there are no houses being built or framed yet. Everything is still pouring footings and pouring foundation slab work. The only thing that's been built are the models. So This is super early, you guys. Again, first move-ins aren't gonna be until this fall, likely October. They say September, but you know, September means October. So you guys, if you're interested, or you're watching this video right now, and you think that these are gonna be the next opportunity for you and your family, hit me up, call me, text me. My number is gonna be pretty much everywhere on this video. And get a hold of me so I can bring you guys in and make sure you get the best deal. This last model today is gonna be just over 2,300 square feet. Let's check it out. When we walk in, we're gonna be greeted with this excellent living space. But before we check that out, over here, we have more action. So down here, down this hallway, that's gonna be garage access. It's currently locked. Down here, you're not gonna have just a powder room, you guys. You're gonna have your full bathroom downstairs. I believe this is the first full bathroom we've seen in this collection, in the entire, actually out of both collections, in the entire community. And it's a nice one. And then this is gonna be our first downstairs bedroom, you guys, in this community. So if you're looking for a downstairs bedroom, the third model at Canopy, and the Canopy collection, is gonna be your go-to. This one starts to leak in the low 600s, but with incentives, you can bring that into the low 600s, just over 600,000. And then now, the absolute beast, the cornerstone, the crown jewel of this new construction community is got to be this living space. In the city of Fontana, I don't know that you'll find a bigger living space, open concept living space for the price point. We're here in South Fontana. I think we did one in North Fontana by Richmond American. That was pretty close, but I think that one was high 6s. Quartz countertop for the kitchen island, soft closing cabinet drawers. You got your sleek electric appliances. And again, you guys, this is the kind of kitchen that you could be cooking in every day. So that's really nice. I love, remember you guys, that this is all staged. This is all staged, so you gotta remember, you guys, a backsplash and all that, yours will come a little more basic. And but if you come in early enough, again, you can select these cabinets with these countertops. So again, you guys, make sure you come on in so you get the upgrades. And then that leaks to our family room area, our living room area. This is, again, probably the biggest. This is for sure the biggest. I'm not gonna say probably. This is for sure the biggest of the models that we've seen, just because this is a giant sectional. It's not really a space saver. We've been seeing 2 love seats / futons where my furniture expert's at. And you're gonna notice that because it's one member, it's one piece, it's one sectional, feels like it takes up a little bit more space. But that doesn't matter because this is great space. You have your single chair over here as well. If you guys are coming from an apartment, I guarantee whatever fits in your apartment for sure can fit in here. And then over here, we have our dedicated dining area. This is probably the highest and best use as far as a table. This table is currently sit for 6. And I guess you could get a slightly bigger table on that way. There's a lot of possibility here to come in and make it your own. One thing we're gonna notice is that, like I said at the beginning of the video, that over there at the Arbor collection, they had bigger backyards. So here at the Canopy, it looks like you do sacrifice a little bit of a backyard for bigger square footage. And you can decide if that's worth it or not. This is the biggest model they have, and it's a 5-bedroom. So for 5 bedrooms in the low 600s in the Inland Empire, it's a pretty rare feat. It's a pretty rare find, but just know you might be sacrificing a backyard. Great living space. I have a feeling upstairs is gonna be a treat. And off the stairs here, we're gonna be introduced to our loft. They have it staged kind of uniquely. We've never seen it staged like this before with a homework nook where it's kind of impeding out into the room. Not a bad setup, still very useful. Someone must have came in here and toured the homes with their dog, because actually, I don't know. What prints are those? That doesn't look like a paw print. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. That's weird, but they were muddy and they made a mess, so that's unfortunate. Please have respect when you come and tour these homes, you guys. Off the loft, we're gonna have our dual sink upstairs, vanity, tub shower, copy and paste pretty much what we've been seeing, but 2 sinks. Woohoo! Off the upstairs bathroom, we're gonna see bedroom number 2. Remember, downstairs we had our first bedroom. So this will make bedroom number 2. They have it staged as a nursery. And then this nursery has a walk-in closet. So It's a little deeper than the other walk-in closet we saw in the last model. So this would classify as a walk-in closet. I mean, you can walk in it, so let's call it a walk-in closet. Great space here. Adjacent to that, you're gonna have bedroom number 3. Bedroom 3, great space. You also have a walk-in closet in this bedroom as well. I don't know if your kids are gonna have a plant in their closet, but hey, it's great aesthetic for a staged property, so we'll go with it. Out the window of this bedroom, you're gonna see right there, those houses right there we toured earlier in the video. That is an arbor, but you're gonna see, yeah, literally nothing's been built yet. Nothing's framed at either collection. This is a good viewpoint of the entire community. So there's gonna be a street up here. That street kind of wraps around deep down here, and then you're gonna see the street right here that kind of loops back around. So everything's gonna be detached. These are gonna be townhouse style. And this kind of gives a good depiction of what it looks like because we're kind of at the top of the community right now. Great upstairs so far, minus the dirty carpet that someone came in and tracked in. But we have another hallway of rooms to check out. So let's check these guys out. We're gonna have bedroom number 4. Standard bedroom here, wall closet, very functional, ideally what your kids would need. And then, of course, your standard night tables. You could put a dresser here, it'd be pretty small, but still, great bedroom. Across from bedroom number 4, we're gonna have our laundry room. And again, in here, they're gonna have it staged with a sink and a linen closet. So, ideal. Extra storage, always ideal for a laundry room. All right, we've seen all the bedrooms. We've seen the homework loft. Now, the primary bedroom. Great size primary bedroom here, per usual. And then you got your walk-in closet as well. Probably tied for the biggest. It looks pretty similar to the last walk-in that we just saw in the last model. But still great space, you guys. I mean, this is probably a 12-foot, 11-foot long walk-in closet. So I'm sure a lot of you guys could use that. And then we get introduced to our bathroom, you guys. So great spaces here as well. Dual sink vanity. That's pretty much par for the course in new construction communities like this. You got your toilet, of course, and then you got your shower, you guys, and an extra linen closet. So we're really digging what KB has done in this model. Great opportunities here. Low 600s in the city of Fontana. You guys, come check this out. Call me, text me. Let's get it going. Thank you guys so much for tagging along with me today to check out the 2 collections here at Parkview in the city of Fontana, built by KB Homes. That was a little bit of a mouthful, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. Out of all the new construction tours we've done on my channel, I'm really impressed with this community because from the low 500s to the low-ish mid 600s, there's something here for everyone. There really is. I mean, you got a downstairs bedroom here, 5 bedrooms. So if you're someone that needs 5 bedrooms and you don't have a budget above the mid 6s, you're gonna wanna check these out. I mean, it's a good opportunity. If you were to look to see what's available, 5 bedrooms in the 600s on the resale market, I don't know what your options would look like. It's gonna be very slim. So the fact that they have that here, and KB is offering $15,000 in incentives to qualified buyers to help move in. So if you're looking at $630, instantly, that just became $615 almost, right? They're giving you a $15,000 gift card essentially to purchase the property. So that'll go towards buying down your interest rate potentially or closing costs. So that just means you have to bring in $15,000 less to the table in order to buy this house. Great opportunities, I've said it before. If you wanna check these out, the first move-ins won't be until this fall, until October. So you have some time, but give me a call, send me a text. I have a feeling these will get a lot of interest. I had to do a voiceover in one of the models, so that kind of gives you an idea of how many people are here. It's a Monday. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the time you guys spend watching my videos, and I enjoy making them for you guys. And I just want to let people know what's going on in the Inland Empire and how I can help you guys relocate to the Inland Empire or maybe even get you a better deal. in the Inland Empire with regards to buying or selling real estate. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for future videos similar to this. And then head on over to the channel to check out the library of videos we've already done around the Inland Empire. We probably already did a city that you might be interested in buying next or that you're already currently living in. So be sure to check those out. Again, like, subscribe. We'll see you next week.